KODY Brown, star of Sister Wives, is grieving a terrible loss. He will mourn his son Garrison Brown forever. Garrison was an incredibly kind person. Sister Wives star KODY Brown is grieving the death of his son Garrison Brown, and it's possible that KODY is questioning whether or not he made the correct decisions in the past. KODY's affection for ROBYN Brown took hold of the entire family. Although Garrison's death was an awful tragedy, no one should be held accountable for it. Yet KODY and ROBYN might be reflecting on the past and doubting their own actions. It's probable that some of the complaints made throughout the years regarding KODY's favoritism were true. ROBYN and KODY are not well-liked reality TV personalities. Fans have been scolding the Sister Wives team for years. KODY started treating his other wives differently, giving them less attention, after he fell in love with ROBYN. KODY's prior spouse's children frequently felt abandoned as well. Although it's incredibly unfortunate, it's true that KODY's relationship with ROBYN caused pain to other individuals. This was brought up by a few of KODY's kids during season 18 of Sister Wives. Garrison said on film that he had accomplished a lot in spite of his father's criticism. Looking back, that confessional moment was heartbreaking since nobody saw what was about to happen. Garrison most likely wasn't aware of it either. Throughout the entire series, it was one of the most depressing moments ever to be shown on TV. It was obvious that Garrison was in a lot of pain when he talked about the things he had done to improve his life, such buying a car that his father had forbidden him from getting. It felt as though KODY had to overcome a significant obstacle in the form of his lack of emotional support. According to the U.S. Sun, Garrison purchased a $329,000 four-bedroom home in Arizona. It was a pretty short drive from KODY's house and featured a courtyard, fireplace, and other amenities. Father and son had not gotten along prior to the acquisition. Garrison was making progress towards significant objectives. He had taken out a $336,000 mortgage, which he was required to repay by 2054, and he had become a homeowner. It would be incorrect to suggest that KODY was a horrible father overall, or that he was a bad father only because that was one instance in the Brown family's history. But right then, it appeared as though he had let Garrison down. Another poignant father-son moment on screen saw Garrison inform his father that he had enlisted in the Nevada Army National Guard. The controversy surrounding Garrison's decision to enlist in the Nevada Army National Guard first gave the impression that KODY was a callous and distant father. In actuality, though, he preferred Garrison to attend school. It's possible that many parents had the same thoughts. Was it wrong of KODY to encourage his son to pursue further education? Perhaps so, but Garrison was clearly harmed by the whole situation. He desired a father who took pride in the decision he had made. When their sons enlist in the army, some fathers may encourage them to do so and show great pride in them. Thus, KODY's strong relationship with ROBYN was probably the main reason behind Garrison and KODY's problems. A startling amount of emotional turmoil was caused by ROBYN. As a result, 3 wives decided to leave KODY. A few of the Brown kids thought that KODY only cared about the kids that ROBYN and KODY had. There were a lot of wounded emotions. The chemistry was uncomfortable, and viewers might not have known how toxic it was beneath the surface. Not everything in Garrison's life went as planned, but it isn't entirely KODY's fault. KODY adored his son, of course, but Garrison found their problems to be a pain in the side. It's unfortunate, but true that after Garrison died, they were distant from one another. KODY is really hurting since he didn't know how to say goodbye or apologize. Although KODY receives a lot of criticism, having to put up with it would be extremely taxing. Beyond the terrible knowledge that a loved one will never return, there is no closure. Hence, while it's true that KODY occasionally let his son down, most parents do make mistakes. The truth is that Garrison's life was filled with many events. There were additional stressors besides his problems with KODY. Suicide is a desperation act. Suicidal individuals struggle with mental illness, whether or not a formal diagnosis is obtained. Every bodily survival instinct is subordinated to their thoughts. Apart from his mental health issues, Garrison was also said to have an alcohol addiction. Alcohol is a depressant, so drinking it would have made his issues seem more serious. Addiction in and of itself can drive a person to consider suicide since it feels like an impenetrable prison. It was also said, this cannot all be KODY's fault. Many people don't choose to do that since they had extremely difficult childhoods. Garrison was affected by his father's problems, though. They were just one of several forces at play. No one is speaking for Garrison because he expressed his emotions honestly on air. That was his true feeling. He believed KODY wasn't concerned enough. For the rest of his life, Sister Wives villain KODY will have to live with those comments echoing in his mind. The truth is, Garrison didn't detest every aspect of his childhood. Indeed, he spoke of the good old days in a group text discussion that happened right before his passing. According to E! News, Garrison wrote, "It was evidently difficult for Garrison that the family had undergone such drastic changes. After reading the text, Janelle attempted to save her son, but it was too late. His communication provides a wealth of information about his thoughts during a critical period. Garrison's remarks hold significance. He appeared to be thinking about the good old days and gazing back. He was resenting the feeling of invasion he was experiencing while being videotaped at the same time. Garrison was feeling conflicted, and there was a worrying hint of sorrow in his demeanor. Janelle made an effort to get in touch with him to check on him because of this. Others were left to pick up the pieces when Garrison made a decision. Although Garrison is at peace in paradise, those individuals will endure great suffering for a very long time. There is no more pain, fear, or concern for him. Though Garrison will always be loved and remembered, the survivors still require additional care and assistance. His half-siblings and siblings, for instance, are in mourning. They have discussed their brother's mental health concerns and sent heartfelt comments for him on social media. ROBYN can be extremely distressed, and KODY, being the father, also requires care and attention. Given his altercation with Garrison, KODY might be in excruciating pain. KODY might be quite vulnerable at the moment. Some Sister Wives followers don't seem to care that he's hurting. They keep editing his older Instagram posts with critical remarks. Let's hope he doesn't see them. It may be in human inclination to place blame for suicides, yet these circumstances are just as complex as people themselves. Garrison was a multifaceted gem. He had two problems: his drinking and his problems with KODY. In addition, he had a stellar reputation as a son, landlord, and friend. He was also very nice to animals. Garrison was priceless, and both parents should feel sorry for him. Not only is Janelle grieving over her loss, but the late Sister Wives star was also loved. Mary Brown of Sister Wives declines to respond to inquiries from fans over Garrison's passing. Mary Brown of Sister Wives is staying mum over the specifics of Garrison Brown's tragic passing. Fans find Mary's most recent Instagram video troubling. Some of Mary Brown's admirers are offended by her recent video response to Robert Garrison Brown's passing. Mary Brown is the star of Sister Wives. On March 5, 2024, Janelle Brown and KODY Brown's son Garrison sadly passed away. Janelle and KODY posted on social media about Garrison's passing. Although Garrison's parents withheld information, some sources suggested that Garrison may have committed suicide at his Arizona home. Over the previous week, a number of the Sister Wives paid tribute to Garrison on Instagram. Among them was Mary, who expressed how the loss of Garrison would create a void in their life that was so great that it would take their breath away. On March 16, 2024, Mary and her friend Jen Sullivan presented a second Fridays with Friends live on Instagram. Mary revealed that on Fridays, she and Jen like chit-chatting. While she was at it, Mary mentioned that she has received a ton of comments already from fans expressing their sympathies for her family. However, she also stated that she would not be bringing up these remarks for 2 reasons. Mary said, 1. I'm going to cry if I talk about it. Mary declared to her fans that she was not interested in crying. She claimed that out of consideration for Garrison's mother and the family, she would not be getting into any detail. Because Mary was not going to respond to such queries, she asked Sister Wives viewers not to ask them. It's been a week. We'll just say that, Mary said, adding that she would like people to give them some space. She continued by saying that getting to spend time with her family last week helped in some ways for so many of us heal. Mary's refusal to discuss Garrison's tragic demise was mostly motivated by her want to respect everyone and avoid crying. She continued to express her gratitude to the supporters for their regard for their family. Several people messaged Mary in the comments section of her Instagram account after she posted the video. Still, a prominent comment from what other Brown kids are saying about Garrison's death and mental health, as told by Maddie and Savannah. A few of the Brown siblings have spoken out on the untimely death of their brother, Garrison Brown. These are a few of their ideas. After the terrible death of Sister Wives star Garrison Brown in early March, his siblings are speaking out about mental health and the impact their brother will leave behind. Sister Wives, one of the greatest reality TV series, keeps centering on patriarch KODY Brown as he manages his relationship with his last wife, ROBYN Brown, while dealing with the aftermath from his previous 3 wives, Janelle Brown, Mary Brown, and Christine Brown. Nevertheless, the family as a whole has been affected by the conflicts between KODY and his wives. It's unknown how Sister Wives Season 19 will be affected by Garrison's untimely passing. Garrison tragically died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound at the age of 25. On social media, his parents, KODY and JANELLE, verified the news. They expressed their profound grief and requested privacy to grieve for their lost loved one. In a statement, the network offered its condolences to the Brown family and described Garrison's passing as a devastating loss. Garrison appeared to have committed suicide at home, according to the Flagstaff Police Department, and no foul play was suspected. His siblings had paid their respects to Garrison on social media. After Garrison passed away, his sister Maddie disclosed that he might have felt inadequate because of social media pressure. Maddie thought that Garrison's problems were exacerbated by social media, which gave him the impression that he wasn't doing enough. Maddie reportedly stated, "And I don't think we do enough to bring awareness, according to people. Bullying wasn't the situation. Garrison's mental health was the issue, not a lack of affection. And until I am blue in the face, I will not stop talking about mental health and self-care." Authorities declared Garrison's death to be an apparent suicide and did not suspect foul play. This information clarifies the possible harm that social media use may do to one's mental health. It emphasizes how crucial it is to help loved ones who are experiencing such inadequacy or suffering. Maddie continued, "Garrison used to feel like he wasn't doing enough because he was comparing himself to things on social media. And I don't think that it's real, and I think we need to remember that." Maddie's letter serves as a crucial reminder that life is not all about social media. Instead of displaying people's actual lives, the platform offers their highlight clips. That Maddie said that Garrison felt unworthy is incredibly devastating. Savannah also wrote an online ode to her brother. Savannah posted an Instagram picture with the words, "2 weeks ago, on Tuesday, March 5, my older brother Garrison took his own life, according to people. It's difficult for me to understand. Above all, though, I am certain that my brother Garrison is no longer in agony." Garrison showed his continuous closeness to Savannah by attending her graduation during the dissolution of Janelle and KODY's marriage. Savannah spoke warmly and also remembered about happy times spent with her brother, including pictures from their youth and regular interactions. Savannah acknowledged how much she missed him and lamented the constant reminders of him in her day-to-day existence. She offered the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline number to anyone who might be having similar thoughts and advised them to consider the effect their death might have on their loved ones. In addition to numerous half-siblings, Garrison is survived by his full siblings Madison, Logan, Hunter, and Savannah. Following Garrison's passing, MYKELTI Brown, the daughter of Christine and KODY, also expressed tribute to him. People said that MYKELTI acknowledged that the Brown family had not been united in solidarity for a long time before Garrison's terrible passing. The other plus is that I get to see my entire family together for the first time in a long time, MYKELTI said. And in the end, I believe that Garrison would have been satisfied with that. Even though their reunion was painful, it is commendable that MYKELTI was able to see the positive side of a terrible circumstance. My heart breaks for my brother who's no longer with us, but it rejoices knowing he's with his fellow warriors in Valhalla drinking and fighting with ROBYN, MYKELTI wrote in a heartfelt Instagram post, according to the news outlet. Assassin's Creed was Garrison's passion, as MYKELTI's eulogy mentioned. In their tributes to Garrison, the three Brown siblings each offered their perspectives. Christine told People that she was worried about Gabe Brown, Gwendolyn Brown, and Garrison living together before the terrible murder of Garrison. When Garrison purchased his own home, his siblings couldn't wait to move in with him. Christine, though, didn't think it was a smart idea. They are very different politically and just in general, she told the site. They are really dissimilar. How the relocation and possible lifestyle adjustments may have affected Garrison is unknown. Whatever their disagreements, the siblings were eager to move in together, so having that support system was probably more of a benefit than a drawback. Unlike Christine, Janelle thought the move was a good one. The Brown family was deeply affected by Garrison's unexpected and terrible passing. The lifestyles of the sister wives and their offspring have completely changed, and there is now more distance between the various households. The suicide death of Garrison serves as a sobering reminder of the value of mental health and the perils associated with the social media facade. Though many will miss him, his siblings are the ones who are most affected. Whatever transpired between their parents did not affect the fact that they grew up together. His terrible passing should help the Brown siblings bond more deeply.